All right, third, fourth, and fifth graders, we are going to need several things for your project. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a pencil to draw with, construction paper, different colors if you have it, white paper, and glue of some sort. Doesn't have to be a glue stick. It can be liquid glue. If you have tape, that can work as well. So go gather those things up, and then we're going to get started. You are going to draw out the shape of some flowers. Doesn't have to be fancy flowers, no details, just the outline edge. So I'm going to draw just a couple on mine. Make sure you draw things big enough that you can cut them out. All right, that area might be a little too small, but that'll be okay. Do just a plain circle. Kind of looks like a tulip. And one that's unusual looking. Again, this is inspired by Pablo Picasso, so if they're a little off, you're doing it right. Now we're gonna cut these out. So take some time, cut your flowers out. This will take me a little while. Gotten all my flowers cut out. I have my construction paper, my scissors still, and I've got my glue stick ready. So we're gonna make these into cubist or cubism style flowers. So they're gonna be really interesting when we get done, because the cool thing about cubism is there's no really right or wrong from it. It's all about just how creative you can be. So I am taking my construction paper and I am using it, all right, to add some interest. So on this one, I'm going to roll the paper this way, and I'm going to start adding it to my actual base itself using the glue sticks. You know what? I don't like that one, so I'm going to switch to this one. I think this one would look cooler if it has several of these sticking off of it. So put a little glue on there, and as you can see with the magic of fast forward, I have moved on and I'm moving a little bit quicker now. So you can put your paper on however you want and get creative. I did like zigzags, and this one's going to be very three-dimensional, so it's going to be really sticking out. And I have done all different ways. You can see it is finished there. Now I'm going to do a little bit different. So I'm just going to kind of trace around it. Not exactly, because I want it to be a little bit bigger in space. I cut it out. I'm going to glue that on to there. And again, I'm just trying different things. There's no right or wrong to how you create your flower. It's all about it being unusual looking. That's what Cubism is all about, making things unusual, new, and different. So I am, again, sticking with the really simple color palette, just the primaries and white. You do not have to do something that simple. You can definitely make yours more complicated than that. So I'm going to finish mine up. I have all my flowers done. So I've been very creative, still in the cubism style, because I'm using these flat shapes. Okay, so I just cut out different shapes, random ones, and I bent them and curved them and made the flowers themselves three-dimensional, but the shapes are just very geometric. So they have very sharp edges. I have a few organic shapes, which are unusual, ones that we can't name, but for the most part, we have just shapes. Now, you have several different options on how to mount these or what to do with them. You could glue these down and then get a crayon. Draw your stems coming together, all right? You can make it look like a hand is holding them, like the actual bouquets of peace here. If you want to know how to draw those hands, you would go and look on the other Picasso video that's there on the YouTube channel. All right, and that can show you how to do those hands if you would like to do something like that. Other option, you may have some stem, or you can make a shorter stem. If you want to make a shorter stem, then choices are cut it, or you can fold it in half and make it a little bit stronger. I'm going to do a shorter stem. So I'm going to fold that over. Then I will put the glue down. Now it is glued together. And then I would glue that onto there. Now I'm working really quickly, so you may need to take a little bit more time on yours. I'm going to flip it over to make sure that I'm actually getting that glued on. But you can see, now I have my flower on my stem. And they can go together and make an actual bouquet. That means many flowers put together. One more option, don't know if you have them at home, pipe cleaners. Not everybody does, but these will work as stems as well. You will just need to be a little more creative. You've got to spin or twist them to make them thicker so they can hold up your actual flower. Oops, sorry. Then on the back, you can attach it with some tape over there, and then you will have your stem. Now, I kept my colors really simple and plain. Remember, sky's the limit for you guys. You don't have to keep it simple and plain like I did. All right, I want to see how creative you can be. Remember, I give you just a little bit of information, and I expect you to be creative with it.